Hello there and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 3rd of August and I am here as always to give you a daily dose of the latest gaming news. Today I have some news for you concerning Wolfenstein The New Order, as Bethesda has revealed that the release date or the release window for Wolfenstein has been pushed back to 2014, which means it of course will miss its original Q4 2013 window. And this was confirmed by Bethesda's Pete Hines, and he confirmed this news to Polygon, and he blamed the time required to polish the multi-layered gameplay on offer and the challenges of cross-generation development. And he had this to say: "Working on next-gen and current-gen definitely has an impact. You're developing for two different things. The fact that next-gen stuff is still moving is also definitely a factor. But the most important thing was just looking where it was at, what they needed to polish, because it's not just trying to be a shooter, because it's trying to be a shooter that also has driving elements, story elements, narrative, stealth sections. Each one of those has to be excellent." So a bit of a shame that Wolfenstein The New Order has been pushed back, but I'm sure we'd all rather that they just take their time and put out the best game possible, because we've all had experiences of when a game was rushed out to meet the original release date or what have you, and it was a subpar product and was only up to scratch through patches and perhaps even DLC or what have you. None of us really want that for the return of Wolfenstein, especially considering that it's going to be one of probably the flagship titles for the next gen of consoles. None of us want a shoddy port, and none of us want a shoddy game, even regardless of the version that you're playing it on. So it's a bit of a shame, and who knows when it'll actually release, because it's basically just been pushed to 2014. As far as I'm aware, they haven't given a quarterly window, but still, I think we'd all prefer more of a wait, but a better game. And Hines did actually have more to add concerning basically the development of the game, and he said that we didn't just want a one-note Wolfenstein game. We wanted to make something that brought in all of these elements, as it turns out, the polished time we spend on the shooting stuff has no impact on what it feels like in the stealth part. But he did emphasise that the game has been in development for quite some time at Machine Games, and Bethesda doesn't want to waste time by not allowing the game to have the development time that it needs. And he also said, "Machine Games has been working on this game for a while. You don't want to waste all that time and effort for the sake of a couple of months, if a couple of months could make all the difference in the world. This needs to be the best Wolfenstein game ever made, and you can't shortcut that. It can't have the same historical impact of Wolfenstein 3D, but it can be a better game." So it definitely seems like that cross-development is the main issue, but it sounds like it's going to be a very, very good game indeed, and the fact they're putting in so much effort to all these different sections, well, it certainly bodes well. Wolfenstein is obviously a classic series close to many people's hearts, and of course Wolfenstein 3D was one of the classics from the bygone age of FPS. So hopefully all this extra time will be put to good use. From the sound of it, they're putting a lot of heart and a lot of time and effort into this game to make sure every section of it is polished, which is something that very few games actually pull off to a reasonable degree. Usually with a lot of games, one section ends up feeling tacked on or what have you, but from the sounds of it, this was not going to be the case with Wolfenstein The New Order. So thoroughly looking forward to it. As for the version I'll get, well, I'll most likely get it on PC if it does indeed come out for it. If not, then just PS4 will do me, but PC, I would imagine, is on the way. Anyway, that is me done for this video. As always, do hit me with your thoughts and opinions down below. Be curious to see what you guys think, and whether or not you'll be picking up Wolfenstein The New Order. Anyway, as I said, that's me done. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.